Hello everybody, and welcome back to my No Sphere Grid run of Final Fantasy X. So, in the last episode, if you were playing along, you needed to charge up everybody's overdrives. You really only need Tidus's and Veil 4's and Yuna's, but you should just charge everybody's, just because it's a good area to do it.
A race, huh?
Not the terrible race that's coming later in the game.
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey!
So for this, you should, I know you can't really see too well, but you should have Yuna and Tidus in your party. Lulu doesn't really matter too much. Of course, always go ahead and save at every save point, because it's very possible to get destroyed up here. Well, I mean, if you do everything right, you shouldn't have any issue. But just in case you had something else that you realized, oh, wait, I didn't do something right, then you have a good point to just kind of go back. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you're going to ignore the tentacles. Don't do anything with tentacles. You immediately hit swordplay and spiral cut this boss, Sinspawn Geno, I think is what it's called. Because you don't necessarily need to do this. This thing has about 300 or 3,000 HP rather. You're gonna Grand Summon Veil 4 after that. So Tidus should do between 300 to 350 damage there, and then you're gonna summon Veil 4 and Energy Blast twice. Energy Blast should do about 1,500 apiece each time. So Grand Summoning here, you should be able to take it out even without Tidus, but just in case, you know, you can try to save Tidus's overdrive if you want. But if you don't, then you die. I mean, you really can't do too much to it here. But this has like a damage roll to being able to KO the boss with just 2 of these. So you did 1506. So as long as we did 1494 damage on our next attack, then we would have killed it even without Tidus. But you just want to use that just to have a little bit of wiggle room. Because, you know, I mean, it doesn't take too long to charge up the overdrives once you find a yellow element either. And of course, you always have the possibility of, you know, having bad encounters too, where you can get knocked out. Not really so much at this stage of the game. So you shouldn't have too much trouble with this boss. This should easily kill. Yeah, see, we would not have killed this boss without Tidus's overdrive there, because we did 1459 plus 1506, which is less than 3,000. So we needed another like 30-ish, 40-ish damage, which we might have been able to do with Tidus's regular attack, but, you know, better not to chance it. Tidus, you swung your sword once and did like a flip.
Sorry about that. Hope to break you in a little slower.
Being a guardian's tiring.
You handle yourself pretty well. You got talent.
Hey.
Do we, though?
So, what are these sin spawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
That moment when I
Oops.
think that was when I
Did not
started
mean to skip
seriously
that.
considering becoming a guardian.
Okay, so here we get some pointless levels. We get a few ability spheres, some gil, and a bright armlet. The armlets, if I remember correctly, are for... I don't remember. For Kimari. Jeez, I couldn't remember his name. You can go ahead and check to see if you have any of, like, upgraded weapons, but really it doesn't matter at this point. So there will be stages where you need very specific weapons or armor to continue with the game. This is not one of those points.
So, they got fiends in Xanacan too.
Just a few. It's a big deal when one shows up, though. Hey, say, since when have you believed me about Xanarkin anyway?
I've been thinking.
Oh
Maybe people
no.
Sin gets to don't die.
Waka
Maybe Sin
thinking?
carries them through time.
What is this world
Like
coming
1,000 years
to?
through time. And then one day, maybe they just pop back, see?
Amazing. Simply amazing.
Hmm?
You make up one theory after another, refusing to face the simple truth. Sin didn't take Chapu anywhere. Sin crushed him and left him on the Jose shore. Your brother won't just pop back. Oh,
Well
and
then,
one more
Lulu.
thing. No matter how much you want it, no one can take Chapu's place. No one can replace Sir Jekt, for that matter. And there's no replacement for Lord Braska, either.
She's
It's
just a
pointless
bundle
to
of
think about it.
sunshine.
And sad.
I could never be what Chapu was. Well, stuff happens. Best not to worry.
Waka, Lulu, and Waka's brother, Chapu. Something had happened between them a long time ago. I was sure of it.
Yep.
Well, whatever it was none of my business, that's for sure. Best not to go there.
But boy, will we find out. I'm gonna be honest, again, I don't really remember how to do the temples. I just kind of go for it and remember most of it once I get inside. So I might have to make a cut somewhere inside the temple just so we don't waste too much time on this. Because I don't want, you know,
You here to pray for victory too?
to waste 20 minutes of our time figuring out how to do this. If you've been watching my Pokemon Fire Red playthrough, you'll know that I wasted like an entire episode inside Silphco trying to get trying to find the key card to open up the gates. No, victory is our motto now. Screw happiness.
Why even bother showing up? This time, we play to win.
I will be getting the trophy, by the way. I usually get it my first or second try, though it does depend.
See you in the finals.
So we're definitely going to be making some cuts for that, probably. I usually get it my first try.
You know that team?
Putting people down.
Just have to remember how to play.
My old man.
But Sir Jekt was a kind and gentle man.
Well, not my Jekt. Even 10 years after he left. Just thinking about my old man got me angry. But maybe that was just my way of keeping him... Nah.
Okay, so we're just going to head straight into the temple. I don't think that anybody outside gives you items. Wait. There might be items in here, though. I know one of these temples has a treasure chest in it, but I think it's Jose High Road's temple has a chest on the right side. Maybe these people give us, I don't think so, though. I don't think that we get any items inside this temple. One of the things to remember is every time you go into a temple, do not leave it until you get the Destruction Sphere. If you miss a Destruction Sphere, you will not be able to beat this game the way that I'm showing you how to. I mean, it's still very possible to beat the game, but it's much grindier and much more difficult. Oh, right. Forgot I'm not a guardian yet.
Lord O'Holland, guide our feet.
Sure, why not, Waka? Yes, Donna.
A summoner, are you? My name is Yuna, from the Isle of Besaid.
Donna. So, your high
And I think her guardian's name is Bartello, if I remember. Oh yes, because she goes, Bartello, we're leaving.
And all these people are your guardians? My, what a rabble. As I recall, Lord Braska had only 2 guardians.
What's wrong with her
Quality over
teeth?
quantity, my dear. Whatever were you thinking? I have need of only one
Yep,
guard.
Bartello.
Right, Bartello?
I only have as many guardians as there are people I can trust. I trust them all with my life. To have so many guardians is a joy and an honor.
And this is where she says it. Bartello, we're
Even
leaving.
more so than being my father's daughter. Of course, I would never think of questioning your ways either. So, Lady Donna, I ask of you, please leave us in peace.
You do what you want, Bartello, we're leaving.
And then they sprint. They're scared.
A guardian is someone a summoner can rely on. Someone she can trust with her life. I wondered, did Yuna feel that way about me?
Probably. I
What's
mean,
she smiling
you
about?
did just break the law multiple times, and she still keeping you around, so... I don't quite remember. Maybe I try to go up here this time? Do I just go in? Right, okay, I do go in, but I don't go down yet.
The faith is below. Let's do it.
Because Kimari pushes me off the
Faith?
pedestal.
But first, the Cloister of Trials. Kamari, Waka, ready?
Strength, everyone.
No! Ah! Hey, what gives?
You're not a guardian yet.
We'll be back as soon as we can, okay?
Okay, Yuna. Also,
Oh, sure, soon.
now
Tomorrow
that I'm
soon, I
wondering,
bet.
we go through 2 of these temples before we're a guardian, after they've already gone through. How in the world did they reset the puzzle? Okay, so I just cut that out. I think I did at least.
Then why are you here?
Because we had to wait for the lift to go down and then come back up. And it took like 10 seconds. Might as well cut it out. There's no reason to have it
Not a
in.
guardian, you say?
Hey, wait! Ah!
I just... Bartello really did know exactly what to do. Also, Titus, you're really bad at fighting.
What's the big idea?
Just a little kid.
Just stab him with the Brotherhood.
Huh?
Goodbye. Joke's on you, I escaped.
Really bad.
Okay, so now we're in the Cloister of Trials. Wait, yeah, we definitely are.
Only guardians allowed. And I'm sure
I don't know why I thought that we were just gonna go straight to the Chamber of the Faith.
Well, I guess it's too
Even though I
late
know that we
now.
have to get the Destruction Sphere, and I've played this game through like at least 10 times, I want to say. Okay, so I'm going to get as far as I can, and then make a cut if I take too much time on here. Mostly because, again, I don't want to take up a ton of time doing these puzzles. I'll still show the whole puzzle in case you don't know how to do it. So the first thing you do is you take this Kilika Sphere off the pedestal, put it in here, then you remove it from the pedestal so that the flame dies out. I think you just put it right here, or at least you can. I don't think we take it in here. And then we take this, I think, and put it here. We're gonna mess around a little bit because, yeah, I don't remember how to do this. I actually think that we put it here. And then I think we get the flame orb and put it on the pedestal. Or the Kilika Sphere, rather. But yeah, I genuinely don't really remember how to do these. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a cut real quick and look up a little video on how to do this. Be right back. Okay guys, sorry about that. I messed around with it a little bit. So what you do is you actually don't take this glyph sphere out. You just leave this in the pedestal, And then you take the Killicosphere, which is the fire sphere. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Don't want to push that. You take this and you put it on the northern wall. So you put it here, and then a glyph appears. So now you take the sphere out, and then you set it on either side of these walls now, which is what I thought you did before. And, oh, whoops, sorry, I was just making sure that everything was running properly. So I have a timer that's going on, and then you touch this glyph. So once you touch this glyph, then it's right here. And you go in this room, you're going to take this Killicosphere out, and then just go out of this room and put it into the whichever wall you didn't put the first one in. So you just leave this right here. Okay, so then you take the glyph sphere out of this pedestal, and you put it where we just took that Killicosphere from, which is just up in this room right over here to the right. You're going to set this right here, and voila! We're going to have a secret room. What could be in this secret room, you ask? Well, the destruction sphere is right in this pedestal, or this recess right there. But you're not going to take that yet. So first you're going to step on this, and that's going to bring this pedestal right here. So you're going to take one of these Killicospheres out of the wall, and then put it on the pedestal now. I knew that I had to do that at some point, I just forgot where. Okay. And now we're going to push this all the way over to that shining panel that we stepped on. Thank you. It's a little bit wonky to try to get everything to work properly. But yeah, you're just going to shove this right over here. Come on now. There we go. Okay. And so now we're going to grab this Killicosphere. And so once we take this Killicosphere, we are going to go all the way back to the first room, I believe. Maybe they meant this room. Okay, so you're going to set this Killicosphere here. And, well, now hang on. So we're going to... We're going to take this now? Oh, right. Okay, geez. So now we're going to take this destruction sphere, and we are going to set it down here where we remove this Killicosphere. I thought something was supposed to happen there, but I forgot. Alright. And now we have some hidden treasure. So we're going to take this red armlet and see as the seal breaks away. That is a Kamari armament. And it gives him fire, ice, and lightning ward. It's pretty good, so you're going to go ahead and equip that. So then what we're going to do is take either one of these Killicospheres out. And after you do this, you're just going to just put it in this door up here. Once you do that, then it's going to burn away, and then you're just going to pick it back up. Like so. And then just walk straight through the door. As you can hear, we completed the puzzle, and we are done with the Cloister of Trials. And now everyone's really mad at us.
It was Donna and that big musclehead man.
Yuna will be the one to suffer the consequences.
But I mean, it wasn't my fault.
What consequences?
She could be excommunicated.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, so now we need to talk to everybody.
So what's in there anyway?
The faith, remember?
Oh, yeah. That thing, right.
The Faith are people who gave their lives to battle sin. Yevon took their souls, willingly given from their still living bodies.
Well, that sounds kind of, interesting.
Now they live forever, trapped in statues.
Well then.
When a summoner beckons, the souls of the Faith emerge once again. That's what we call an Aeon.
So basically,
This room?
what Yevon did is there were people that gave their souls up, and then they turned those souls into Aeons. So basically, these Aeons are people, or at least they're souls of those people.
The chamber beyond is a sacred place.
What? Even Guardians can't go?
Well, yeah.
It's taboo.
Oh.
Okay, and talk to Kimari. Well, get checked by him at least, and then we just try to leave the room, and out comes Yuna.
There was something I didn't tell anyone else that day. That song we heard there, in the temple, I knew it from my childhood.
No
It was
way.
proof that Spira and Xanarkin were connected. Somehow.
I mean,
At least to me it was.
you
Maybe
didn't
that's
get
why
that from the fact that they
I
have a
felt
destroyed
like
city called
I
Xanarkand,
just wanted to go home.
and also that your dad was
I tried
here,
to say something to
and they
tell
have
them,
Blitzball.
but the words wouldn't come.
I don't know, man. Okay, and so now we have Ifrit. So now we're just gonna leave the temple. I don't... Okay, there is one more cutscene. Now that I think about it, these people might have given me items had I talked to them before I went in the temple. I don't remember though. Regardless, they're not important for the playthrough. Oh, and I guess I should have mentioned. So I'm playing the Steam version of the 10.10.2 HD remaster. This will work on the PS2 version. This will work on the PS3 version, as well, and as well as the PS4 version, and I guess technically the PS5 version. But it all should work on every single version. If there are some differences, like maybe there's differences in some drop rates or something with the international and the US version. And I am playing the US version.
What do you
If I
want to
catch
do?
those, I'll mention them in the video, and then try to think of thank you, Titus. And I'll try to think of a kind of counter, I guess. So now what we are going to do is we need to fight Lord Ochu. Lord Ochu is that big creature, and what you need to do now is you need to get your overdrives up for Lulu, and for Yuna, as well as Ifrit and Veil 4. So go ahead and do that now, and then I'll meet you right before I go into the Lord Ochu battle. Just remember, yellow elements and Rigoris. Rigoris for summons, boost, and then the yellow elements to just get your character's stuff up. Alright, I will see you in a little bit. Hey everybody, we're back. So, before we fight Lord Ochu, make sure that you got everybody charged up. I would start with the party Titus, Waka, and Lulu. The reason is, Titus is faster than Yuna, so while we're going to be using Yuna, we can switch Yuna out, switch Titus immediately out for Yuna, and then immediately Grand Summon and Grand Summon Ifrit. Obviously, the common logic here is that Lord Ochu is a plant, it's weak to fire, so you do 1.5 times damage. You're going to use Ifrit's Overdrive, his special ability Hellfire, 2 times here. And then Ifrit should go down after you use it the second time. So one of the things that is, one of the things that's a little bit unfortunate here is, so you can beat this thing without using Lulu's Overdrive. So the problem is that you really want Lulu's Overdrive charged. It's actually, like, required. Well, it's not required, but it's kind of, like, required for the next boss in the game. Okay, so we get attacked 3 times here. Go ahead and Hellfire again. You may be able to drag Ifrit out a little bit by healing him up because he does have the fire spell. Although I don't think it really matters in the end, so it's not really one of those things where it's like necessary. It just kind of slows you down. But I mean, it would preserve overdrives. But so we're going to hit it with the second Hellfire. So, oh, by the way, this thing has 4,649 HP. We've done about 3,400 damage to it. Oh, Ochu fell asleep. Well, isn't that something? Okay, so just go ahead and keep casting fire on it until it wakes up. So you'll do more damage than he... well, actually, yeah, there we go. So we got another 800 or 700-ish damage off due to this. But yeah, you just stay in until Ifrit dies, which is right here. Oh, he's alive. Maybe that only does half of his remaining health. But that water will definitely kill us. So as soon as Ifrit goes down, your next play is to summon Veilfor. And then Energy Blast. So Yuna cannot die here. I mean, spoiler alert, she can. You can try Dark Attack. I think it's immune, though. Yeah, it's immune to Dark Attack. I would go ahead and hit it with a fire from Lulu here. So if Yuna goes down, it's over. She has to stay up, and so does Lulu, to be fair. But we might actually be able to save Lulu's Overdrive here. Which you really want to do. If you can save Lulu's Overdrive, do it. Because we have to charge Lulu's Overdrive again before leaving this forest. So her Overdrive is really like a last resort kind of thing. Obviously, depending on his HP, you should have a sensor weapon on somebody. So you should be able to see what their HP is left. We should be under... we might actually be within range to kill with Veilfor here. Yeah, this has the potential to kill. If it doesn't kill, it's going to be pretty dang close. So go ahead and Energy Blast here. I think this does like 13, 14, 1500? Somewhere around that range. So this may kill. If it doesn't, Veilfor should be able to get a fire and kill it. So we've got to save... oh, we overkilled it. 1518. Nice. So overkilling gives you a chance of getting increased loot. So right here we got 2 magic spheres, or MP spheres rather, and a snakehead. I think snakehead's a poison touch weapon, isn't it? That's for Kimahri. Piercing and Poison Touch, that's a really good weapon. But yeah, so go ahead and charge up. You want to charge up Lulu for sure. And then this is more of an optional thing, but Kimahri, Tidus, and Wakka would be good too. But since we didn't use any of their overdrives, we only used Yuna's, you don't need to charge her or the summons up. You can if you want before you leave, which I am going to do, so I will be right back. Okay, so I just finished charging up everyone's overdrives. Again, you don't have to charge up Yuna's, you don't have to charge up Veilfor's, you don't have to charge up Ifrit's. You do need to charge Lulu, and then you don't have to charge Kimahri, Tidus, or Wakka, but I would recommend doing it now. Also, just so you know, we have 4,666 gil. Make sure you at least have 1450 when you leave here. It should be pretty simple. I really don't know how you wouldn't have enough. Wouldn't have 1450, but just make sure that you have 1450. And then you just head back to the boat. Come all the way over here. And we're going to have quite a bit of cutscenes and talking. And then, of course, the absolute dreaded eject shot minigame. I mean, it's simple. It's quite easy. Just make sure that you save before you do it if you actually care about Blitzball or winning the tournament. Which I do. I like getting the trophy. And I think you get a few, like an elixir or something, like a couple items. Which, oddly enough, the last few, like 2 or 3 times that I've played through Final Fantasy X, I actually didn't score with Tidus before halftime was called, and then Wakka comes in. I actually scored with Wakka. The past few times I've played this game, which is ironic because most people think that you can only win if you use the Eject shot, or Tidus' Sphere shot, which is another really good ability to use in Blitzball. So there are a few things that we can get here. This is the SS Winnow. So there's 2 treasures that we can get, as well as if you would like to partake in investing in Oaka's shop. He is on the lower deck, which we will be going to anyways. But there's a Albed Primer on the ship, and there's a High Potion on the ship. We're going to grab both of them, even though you don't really need to. But again, we're going to get them both. I believe that is the High Potion right there that you can see in that treasure chest. Just go straight over here. Nab this. Ooh, a potion. Then we're going to go out this door. And go ahead and just hit up this save point. And there's nothing down in this corridor, so just go back up the stairs. And we have this door right here that we're going to go in. This is the captain's quarters. There's an Albed Primer right behind the captain. So now we know even more of the Albed language. And that's good. So now we're going to come over here to where Yuna was and trigger this cutscene.
Who are you supposed to be? Ah, I remember him. Guy from Kilika.
Huh?
You know, one of the Besaid Aurochs. Said something about winning the cup.
Oh, right. You're that idiot.
Indeed I am.
Don't call him that.
But he
But
is
Yuna,
an
they're
idiot.
right. See? Dixon
Don't know
agrees.
what it takes to win the cup.
Well, they do now that I'm here.
Yes.
Now the Luca
they
goers
will.
are some very good
He used to be
blitzers.
the star player of the Xanarkand Apes.
And now she's embarrassing me in public.
Yeah, as if anyone lived in those ruins.
Well, it was a city
It's not
before it was
ruins.
ruins.
There's a big city there. There is.
So, obviously, somebody did.
I got too close to Sin.
Yeah,
and...
the toxins, man, the
There is a city.
toxins.
Really?
Right. Whatever your ladyship says.
At least they're nice to Yuna. And probably only mock her behind her back. Yeah, go talk to Yuna.
What's wrong? You seemed
Kind of mad back there. Man, I've played this
They
game
were
so much.
being rude, and I do believe your Xanarkand exists. I really do, you know.
Oh, crazy
How come?
girls. Stay away from them.
Sir Jecht used to always tell me stories. It'd be great to see your home someday. I'd love to go there.
Yeah. So, Yuna, want to come over to my place?
Titus, stay away from the crazies.
Right. Sure. As if I had a place to show her.
Okay, so now that that's done, gonna go over here.
Well, say something. You'll take responsibility.
Relax, he's bound to know someone in Luca.
Of
And if
course I
not-
know someone in
He
Luca.
always join the
What?
Blitz team. Anyhow, it's better than just leaving him in Besaid.
True?
What? Just leaving him in Luca?
Yeah, it's a bigger
What do
city.
you want me to do?
More things for me to do.
Yuna wants to make him a guardian.
Oh, yeah, jeez. There's that too, eh?
And whose fault is that?
Not mine.
Excuse you? You're the one that rescued me?
It is mine, huh?
Kind of. Well, I guess you didn't really rescue me. But yeah, it's your fault. So yeah, if you don't want to redo those cutscenes and stuff, I'd recommend just hopping back down here and saving real quick. Just in case you mess up the minigame. I've never messed it up other than maybe like when I was younger. It's not too difficult as long as you use an analog stick. Oh, I really hope that the controls show up as the analog stick. Teach me how to blitz! Ah yes, flashbacks of a taunting father. What joy, what inspiration. Okay, Batitas, I would have made fun of you if you did that in front of me as well. Who is that kid back there? Yeah, he must not be very important. We'll never see him again.
Well, trying to follow in my footsteps, are you? I usually charge for lessons, you know. That shot is done like this.
Yeah, show us, checked. You know, this seems like a very redundant shot, though. And then you're gonna be doing all this twirling. How did you jump so high? You're not even in the water.
You're not the only one. No one
That
else.
airtime was pretty crazy.
I'm the best.
Good job, Jekt. You are the best. You know, I always wanted them to release like a prequel game of Final Fantasy X with like Jekt, Auron, and Braska. But I feel like it'd be too much like 10 in terms of locations visited, monsters fighting, the story premise. Okay, so in order to do this, basically, I'm going to hide my webcam for this so that you can see everything on the screen. Basically, on the screen there's going to be like these, and it tells you what to do. Now, A is X, by the way. Apparently that does not have things, but yeah. Going to practice a little bit. Alright, now for the real thing. Whoops. Apparently, my joystick didn't work very well there. So it's a certain amount of these that you have to hit in order to get the Jekt shot, and the achievement just popped up, so I'm assuming I did it, which I did. If you don't do it there, then Tidus just falls flat on his butt. But yeah, so there we go. Jekt shot learned.
The best. Yeah, right.
But do you know the Jekt shot 2, Tidus?
Whoa! What's that called?
Doesn't have a name. Anyone can do it if they try.
The Tidus
Just
shot.
one more time, yeah?
I call the Tidus shot. It is my shot now. So anyways, this advances the story once you do the Blitzball. So once again, make sure you save before it, and just in case you mess up, because it's possible. So here we're gonna go talk to Yuna, and that triggers the story to
That
move
was the
forward.
Jekt shot, wasn't it?
No, it's the Tidus shot. What? No, wait. I have a better name for it. It's the Soul shot now. I have invented this shot. I coded this shot into the game. It is the Soul shot.
It the sublimely magnificent Jekt shot Mark III.
But it's the Soul shot. He stole it from me. I'm gonna sue him for copyright.
You know what? There is no Mark I or Mark II, you know? My old man said the name Mark III was just something to hook the crowd.
I mean, it's a
He said
smart
they'd come
branding
back
play.
every night expecting to see Mark I and Mark II. And
I
they
respect the
really did
hustle.
come back. I used to get so mad.
How dare my dad be good at this job? Screw him.
Is he alive, you think?
Probably.
I don't know.
Oh, is that Dotto back there jumping?
But Sir Jekt was my father's guardian.
So he's
I don't know if I've
famous
ever
here,
noticed
too.
that.
Yes. So, if anything happened to him, I should think word would get around fast.
I mean, you'd think, wouldn't you? I mean, it doesn't look like these people have cell phones, so...
What would you do if you found him?
I would say, hi, Dad, I missed you.
Who knows? I thought he died 10 years ago.
I'm so happy that you're alive. It's such a nice
I'd probably
reunion.
just smack him one.
Oh.
After everything he put
Well,
around
you
me.
know, there's that too. Oops,
Because
sorry,
he
I
was
just bumped my
famous, I was
table, my
always-
desk.
Well, you should know, Yuna.
Hmm?
Your father's famous too. Everyone in Spira knows him, right?
Dotto, stop jumping. I think that's
Ain't it
Dotto.
tough?
Maybe it's somebody else. Oh,
It
he
is
fell.
hard to follow
I don't
in
think
his
I've ever
footsteps
noticed
as
him
a summoner.
doing that in the background.
Sure.
But the honor of having a father like him surpasses all that, I think.
What a goody two-shoes.
Well, there wasn't much to honor about my old man. That's for sure.
You shouldn't say that about your father.
I
Yeah,
got
how
the
dare
right.
you?
I guess you do.
Ow!
How dare you?
Show me that move again.
Yo!
Alright,
I
and
didn't think my old man would come to Luca,
thus our magnificent
did like
adventure
watching
on the
other
SS
people
Winnow
play.
is completed.
but I couldn't help feeling something bad was gonna happen. And these feelings of mine are usually right. Sure, I had told Waka I'd help him win the tournament, but I wasn't sure I had it in me to play at all anymore.
Yeah, I just learned a new shot that I've been trying to master since I was a child. I don't want to play this game! Alright, so go ahead and save here. No reason not to. Oops, didn't realize that was coming. Alright. Got to see a nice little video of Luca. Okay, we're getting introduced to some of the Blitz teams now.
Yes, Baba, they're going to be pulling out all the stops to try and bring back the cup this year.
Exciting, isn't it, folks? Our next team off the ramp is... Well.
If it isn't the Besaid Aurochs.
They're a living, breathing, statistical impossibility. I've never seen a team this bad.
So we're one of a kind, is what you're saying.
That's right. In 23 years, they've never made it past the first round.
You know, Waka probably should have gotten different team members.
Best of luck to them and a safe journey back to Besaid.
I think we're... I don't remember what dock he just said we were on. Oh, not the Luca Goers. Why did they show up on a ship? They're from Luca. It's not like they needed to go anywhere to train. The Blitz Stadium is here. I don't know. Maybe they went recruiting or something.
And after the way they dominated last year, it'd take a miracle for them to lose today.
Hello. I'm a miracle. Although I don't think we're going to be beating them today. Well, maybe we will.
Looks like all of Luca has turned out to cheer the goers on. They know, I know,
And you know, folks.
the Luca goers are #1.
I'm gonna crush them.
Yeah, it's like this every year, yeah? Don't let it bother you.
Well, you know. I mean, honestly, the biggest part about Blitz is getting one goal and then making sure that they don't score on you.
Stop right there, goers.
Yeah.
You guys are smiling now, but not for long. 'Cause this year, us Aurochs are taking the cup.
No, come on, Titus. Don't be a weird person.
Name what you're doing up there.
That
Sure stood out though. We were on the sphere.
doesn't necessarily mean a good
Mr.
thing.
Micah is here.
Already?
The #3 doc.
Maester? What's a Maester?
What's up now?
Number 3, Doc. But there's no treasure there.
That's what.
Micah? Maester?
Maester Micah is the leader of all the peoples of Spira. He's come all the way from Bavel. The tournament is being held to honor his 50 years as Maester.
So what you're saying, he's an old
Should
dude.
he be retired by now?
Hey, mind your mouth now.
Let's all go see him.
Yeah, Yuna. But I kind of want to get treasure. Okay, so we are on Dock 2. So on Dock 2, there is a treasure chest, I think. There's definitely something here. Maybe it's one of these people. Anyways, you can get 2 Phoenix Downs from something here. Let's see. Well, why are you here? Hey, give me Phoenix Downs. Hey, you, give me Phoenix Downs. I swear that we got 2 Phoenix Downs on Dock 2. Am I just missing it? Maybe it's a hidden treasure. Or maybe I'm just forgetting, honestly. I mean, that very well could be. Okay, so apparently there is no treasure here. I swore that there was a treasure here. Unless it's this guy. Okay, I guess that there is no treasure here. Unless maybe it's not actually on the dock and it's like down here. It doesn't look like there's treasure to me. Hey, you. Okay. Yeah, there's no treasure. So yeah, we're going to Dock 3. We're being forced into it. And I'd really rather not see this crusty old dude, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do things you don't like.
Can't see a thing.
Just stand on a crate again. Waka, leave me alone. I don't think this is a cutscene, but I'll get ready just in case it is. Whoops, didn't mean to pause. And by cutscene, I meant an FMV cutscene. Ooh.
That's a Guado, right?
Yeah. What's a Guado?
Isn't that Maester Seymour?
Sure. Excuse me, dude. Don't motion blur like that. Oh man, these old dudes are making me tired.
Of spirit, I thank you for your generous welcome.
What was that, old man?
Rise, Maester Seymour, and all of you as well. I present to you
2 Phoenix
the
Downs?
son of Maester
Aww.
Guado, who departed for the far plane a fortnight past. As some of you
What's the
already
far
know,
plane?
he has been officially ordained a Maester
Yeah,
of the
it's probably not very important.
I am Seymour Guado. I am honored to receive the title of Maester. In life, my father Jiskel worked to foster friendship between man and Guado. I vow to carry on his legacy and to fulfill my duties as Maester to the best of my
Yeah, I've never really been a fan of avocados or guacamole for that matter.
You too. Bow your head.
No, leave me alone. Okay, this has been uncomfortable here.
Really psychs you up, yeah?
No.
Last meeting before the match. Also.
I don't want to have a meeting before the match. I just want to get my treasure. Alright, so you're going to save the game here. As always. I mean, you always just save the game.
Where's Waka?
At the matchup draws.
It was Dono. I remembered his name.
In the first match last year.
The year before that, and the one before that, too.
Well, we would have lost to anyone anyway.
Well, maybe you should have faith in yourself.
We're playing the Albed Sykes first. If we win, we're in the finals.
This doesn't seem like a very big tournament.
That's right. We got seeded. 2 wins, and we're the champions.
Normally they seed the better teams.
First things first. Let's go over the basics again, boys.
Oh no. Alright, so I'm going to teach you how to blitz. I'm just kidding. I am not going over all of that. And I already know how to do it. See, Tidus was not into it either, so I made the right choice here.
There you are. Someone said they saw Sir Orin in a cafe.
In a cafe?
Orin?
No,
Yes,
Orin, not
Sir Orin.
Orin.
Let's go
It's not
find
Aaron. Alright. So maybe the chest for the Phoenix Downs may spawn after the Maester cutscene, so we're gonna go back to Dock 2 and try to get those.
Come back quick, yeah?
Hey, I'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, you know, eventually.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Waka. You're stiff, man. No, not
Oh
your
no,
face.
not this scene.
Just breathe out. Relax. Okay. Like this. Just breathe. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a different scene. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Okay, so now that we're in the base...
Maybe
or
now
we're
we
not.
can find Sir Jekt.
Huh? How?
Sir Orin was also my father's guardian.
No
You
way.
might know where Sir Jekt is.
That's impossible.
Let's go now.
It didn't even occur to me to think that the Arin Yuna was talking about and the one that I knew from Xanarkand could be two different people. I don't know why, but I knew it was the same guy.
Weren't you arguing about you saying it's impossible for it to be the same Jekt, though? Alright, so we're in basement A. There's nothing here. Amido Summoner.
Hey!
See, we can't understand everything they're saying yet, but we're being able to piece some stuff together.
This girl Riku gave me food and... you don't understand me, do you?
Probably not.
Anyway.
This was
if
awkward.
you meet Riku, tell her thanks for me.
Sure, I'll tell her thanks.
Oh, and as for the first game, may the best team win.
Well, I guess I won't tell her thanks. That was a really weird thing for me to say. I can't tell her thanks. I'm me. I don't know where this girl is. Alright, so you're going to immediately go to the left and go down here. So inside here, we'll be able to find a treasure chest. Don't mind me just robbing the stadium for 2 high potions. So now that we have those 2 high potions, we're going to go inside this door. Wait a second. Where's it at? Aha! There it is. Albed Primer. Okay, so now that we got the primer and that, we're going to head over to Dock 1, which is out this door. So basically, we're just going to do a big run around collecting some treasure. So over in this treasure chest, we get a tidal spear. Nope, 600 gil. Okay, so then there's another one right here that has a tidal spear and a weapon for Kamari that has water strike. So anytime I get a new weapon or new equipment, I'll try to show it off. See, water strike for tidal spear. We have the snake head for poison touch, which may be useful later in this run. Of course, I'm going to try not to... I'm going to try to stay away from weapons, armor, that you don't get every time. Aha, the chest did spawn after we left. So these are 2 Phoenix Downs. You don't need any of this stuff, but if you're like me, you just want to collect all the treasure anyways. So this is Dock 3. We're going to go straight past it, and we're going to head to Dock 5. I don't think there's anything on Dock 4. Doesn't appear to be. Wonder why there's no ship docked here. It must not be very important. Alright, so we're going to head over here to Dock 5 now, and then on Dock 5, there's going to be an HP sphere, as well as a magic sphere. I know what you're thinking, we're not leveling up in this playthrough, so why would you really need those? Well, the thing is, you don't, but you want them anyways. Because we can use them later on. Again, not necessary, but, you know, you might be able to make some cool equipment. You might be able to do some certain things with it later, with a certain overdrive. But just having more items is never a bad thing. You can go ahead and save here if you want. I'm superstitious, so every time I walk past a save point, I must save, otherwise I will lose 20 minutes progress. And no one wants to watch all these cutscenes. So after we collect all this money in this area, not money, but all the items in this area, we're probably going to end up ending this episode, because we have quite a bit of things to go on still. But we are definitely going to make sure that we get everything from this city that you need to know about, which is really only like 2 more things.
I'm sorry. Please let me through.
How dare you?
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
You're really famous.
Well, yeah, she's the summoner, who's also the daughter of a high summoner, whatever that means. Oh, I think they already told us what that means. Basically, her dad defeated Sin.
I hope we don't get
I think.
separated.
I don't know if that was a spoiler. Oops.
What was that?
And everybody knows, we are coming up to the most infamous scene in the game. Not quite yet, guys. But boy, I can't wait to clip that audio.
You try it too. Put your fingers in your mouth like
Jesus,
that.
your fingers weren't even in your mouth yet.
Not like that.
Jesus, your mouth doesn't have anything in it.
Then you just blow.
Don't worry, Yuna, I have no idea how to whistle like that either.
Okay.
I think I learned how to do it once upon a time.
Then I'll
But it wasn't very efficient, nor do I ever whistle for anything.
guess we should just stick together then, until you can do it.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we're gonna go straight up here now. Not too much stuff here, but you're gonna want to go inside this Sphere Theater. So the Sphere Theater is basically an area where you can replay every... I think you have to buy them, but you can replay all the cutscenes in the game. Inside this area, so you can rewatch all the FMVs, but right here, we get another Al Bhed Primer. And that's really the only thing that you want here. And then we're going to go follow the objective marker for this last treasure that's inside Luca. Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, we could get this treasure later too, but I mean, we're here. Might as well get it now.
This is a pretty big town.
I would call it a city,
Luca is
Titus.
the second largest city in Spira.
What's the largest?
I thought every town was little. You know, like Besaid and Kilika.
I mean, I know what the largest is, but
Towns don't usually get bigger than that.
why not?
Because when a lot of people start to gather...
Sin?
Yeah, he destroys everything.
What about Luca? It's safe here?
It's not any different, but the stadium is here. The
Ah,
Crusaders fight to protect it with all their strength.
yeah, man. Sports fans, am I right?
Blitzball is really the only entertainment that we have.
Really?
Spira's a little
You can
short
summon
on fun
giant
these days.
creatures to do battle for you. I'm sure you guys have some other form of entertainment. Look at Kamari over there. He's practically, like, just smiling all the time from how much fun he's having.
Like this too?
No, it's been destroyed. It's also a figment of my imagination.
Well, there are more buildings, all tall ones, and cramped together.
Oh. They must be so tall. Don't you ever get dizzy?
Why? Titus, stop laughing.
Let's go find Sir Orin.
The foreshadowing. Alright, so... you need to go inside that cafe there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go over this way. If we continue going up here... aha! A treasure chest. 1,000 gil. Okay, so we definitely could have gotten that later. We didn't need to get that now, but we might as well because it was here. But, yeah, so... the one thing that I will say, though, is we're going to actually end it right here because there's quite a bit of stuff that's coming up, and we don't want to have to deal with that right now. So I'll meet you back at this spot on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this episode, go ahead and leave a like, comment anything that you are curious about, and I'll help you. And then subscribe. All right, bye.